So for our reading today, I'm going to share a story. It's entitled, A Story Goes. The story goes that once there was a wise woman traveling through the mountains, and one day she found a very precious stone in a stream. She was so happy and grateful, she thought it would change her life. The next day, she met a man traveling just like her through the mountains. He was hungry, and she was happy to share her food. But as she opened her bag, the man saw the stone, and he knew with the stone he would be able to eat his favorite foods. His mouth watered, imagining all the amazing flavors, all the ways his life would be filled with so much goodness. Instead of the food, he asked, "Can I have that stone?" The woman looked at him. Of course. And just like that, it was his. The man was so happy. He ran quickly away, afraid she would change her mind. A few days later, however, the man appeared again, carrying the stone in his hands. "Take it back," he said. "Instead, I hope you can give me something even more precious. I hope you can give me whatever it is within you that made it so easy for you when I asked to just give it away. In this place, for this hour, we're all trying to learn how it is when we're asked to trust, to love, to give of ourselves, to share our blessings, that we can give an easy and great yes. And also, we're here to remember we all carry with us a precious stone that is this great blessing, this gift that is ours, this gift that we long to offer to the world, that in our giving will bless us all the more. So you'll be happy to hear that this may well be the shortest sermon on record. If not for the world, maybe for me. Don't get your hopes up too much. So it starts very innocently, right? Someone comes up to someone else and says, "I really appreciate that presentation you did this morning. You really helped all of us understand the critical issues we're facing. Thank you. Great job." The other person goes, well, you know, I have a great team, and you know this is all a team effort, right? Conversation peters away as the second someone sort of rushes away in shame. Example number 2. Individual number 1 says to individual number 2, "That sweater is so elegant, and the color really brings out your eyes. You look great today." Well, I didn't have anything else to wear because all my clothes are dirty. I know none of you have ever done anything like this. So in those silly examples, there is one person seeking to give and somebody who does not receive. And what happens in that moment is that possibility for connection, that possibility for two human beings getting to understand each other better is squandered. Now, this isn't true for all of you. I get it from the most credible of sources, the Harvard Business Review. Right? No pop psychology here, guys. This is the real deal. That roughly 70% of us have incredible difficulty accepting a compliment, which doesn't surprise me because that's something I've struggled with and something I know a lot of people struggle with. And the point of all of this service is not necessarily about compliments, but it is about the difficulty many of us have with receiving. Because at the end of the day, again, for many of us, giving is more comfortable. Giving can be our happy zone. Now, don't tell that to people who run stewardship campaigns. That's a whole other story. The point, the simple message I want to share with you this morning is really about the that happens before the answer comes out, before the fake answer comes out, where we're not only deflecting, we're actually lying. When that compliment comes our way, or that gift, we're actually hiding. Because again, the research shows that compliments make us uncomfortable because they touch our vulnerabilities. It's easier not to say, no, I'm really not okay. I'm really not okay. It's easier not to say, I've made my way all my life and now I need help with my rent. And I don't know what I'm going to do. Why should that matter for us as Unitarian Universalists? Because if our vision for the future is beloved community where truly we can bring our whole selves and acknowledge the wholeness of others, then that is a spiritual practice of generosity that goes both ways. When I reject your gift, even if your gift is as simple as a compliment, I'm pushing that gift back towards you. I am being ungenerous. I'm not giving of myself. So in a moment, we're going to share together the communion. And perhaps as we're doing that, and perhaps as we move after the service into the other room where there's an incredibly beautiful fire and many other goodies to enjoy, maybe you'll find a moment to practice with one another, sharing a compliment, receiving it. Maybe making that spiritual journey through that wall that blocks us off. And taking a risk to say, this is where I am today. Amen. Ashe. And blessed be. See, I was not blowing smoke. So, dear ones, I gather from María. We have a bunch of volunteers who volunteered to help with the communion. I know you did. If you didn't, you can volunteer now. I'm hoping our young folks and others can help. Maybe bring your adult with you. We have cornbread, we have vegan cornbread, we have gluten-free cornbread, and bread. It's an embarrassment of riches. Yeah, we have cider. I don't know if we have napkins, but I think you're in here. It's okay. Excellent. This is what we call the reluctant volunteer. Even when there's food involved, for crying out loud. What's wrong with you people? No, actually, let me share a heartfelt compliment. The generosity in this room and in this community is important to the whole. So thank you all. So, if you guys will pass out a little cup of cider to everybody, raise your hand when we, thank you Trina, thank you everybody. And raise your hand if you want, when the cornbread comes, if you want gluten-free or vegan. You can take this moment to practice making compliments too. Go ahead, make the person next to you feel uncomfortable. Right.
Did you get one?
Well, that's really smart. Science.
Someone to go back. You might need two. I think you might need two.
Just look at your back here. Everybody gets one. Yes, don't eat until I tell you to. I mean until I politely ask you to. Someday remind me to tell you my story about communion involving reindeer. Okay. Who still needs, oh, look at that cornbread. Who still needs cornbread? Oh. Excellent. Oh, that looks so good. Okay, do you mind coming over to this side? They're looking really hungry. We gave it all away. Oh no. So you have the vegan? Okay, start handing out gluten free to these folks. They'll survive with gluten free. It's so nice to hear laughter. Even if you're laughing out, it's not. Okay, who still needs? All right, Jan needs some. Okay, that lady, Jan, can you raise your hand again? The lady over there. Are we getting there? Ooh. Oh, that's my fault. You all need gluten-free? Oh wow, somebody thought of napkins. All right, have we arrived? Yes? As we share our cornbread, please go ahead and celebrate this morning. Let's hold in our hearts all those here and abroad who have been forced to leave their homes. Let's hold in our hearts all those for whom home no longer exists, for whom home is no longer a place of safety. May this morning's gift symbolize the sweetness that can come from receiving new experiences. Whether it be new foods, new people, new learnings, or a warm greeting from a stranger. And if and when you're ready, and if you care to, perhaps we can stand and body your spirit. Join hands if you wish, or elbows if you wish. See, you know why we did this in here, because you know crumbs in the sanctuary. I know who would be coming for me. We join our hands and hearts in gratitude on this beautiful day where we have the abundance of our lives before us. This day of so many gifts. We remember those who do not have enough, who are afraid, who are lonely, and who suffer. For the labors, the love, the care that gave us the delights of this morning's service, we offer our gratitude. And for the nourishment of our spirit, the challenges we face, and the friends we have in our journey, we offer our gratitude as well. For all that is our lives, for all of these gifts, we are thankful. Amen. And